lads and welcome back to Amateur League Football, and today Daly are back at home in the league and they're at home to Glenmuir Thistle. So let's get into the starting 11. So we have Davy in nets, 3 at the back are Andy, Bailey and Michael, 3 in the middle are Marchie, Tank and Sandy, Nev's on the right wing, Hedges on the left wing and Brandon and Wally Mick are up top. The two subs today are Hendy and Robbie, so let's get into the game. So Daly in their usual claret and blue, and Glenmuir actually forgot their strips, so they're wearing Daly's away strips, so they're in blue and white. And Sandy on the ball in midfield, plays it up to Hedgie. Hedgie gets there before the keeper and puts that into an empty net. So that is 1-0 already to Daly. It was a really good start, like that was only 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in. And Sandy again punting the ball up for Wally Mick to run onto. He kind of gets it but he leaves it for Tank. Tank miscontrols it, tries to play it through but he then gets it through second time to Hedgie. Hedgie 1-on-1 and he hits it straight to the keeper. He probably should have done better with that, but it remains 1-0. And this player for Glenmuir somehow holding it off Andy and Sandy, and then he gets by Andy and Andy takes him down in the box, and that's a penalty to Glenmuir. So number 10 I think that is steps up and Davy saves the penalty. So quite a lot happening already as Daly actually went 2-0 up. My camera just was going all blurry, I don't know why, but yeah, Brandon scored that. It was like a sweaty goal, so it's not as if it was a 40-yard screamer as Tank missed a chance there. But Glenmuir now with a free kick, they punt it forward. It should be an easy catch for Davy, but he decides to punch it right into the 6-yard box, and their number 9 headers it in and gets them back into the game as it's now 2-1 to Daly. And now with a corner, Nev's over it, he swings in the corner but it's poor and he doesn't get it by the first man. Comes back to Sandy in defence, he takes a touch and plays it to Hedgie. Hedgie then takes a touch and gives it back to Sandy. Sandy then plays a diagonal ball over to Marchie on this near side. He crosses it in, goes to the back post where Hedgie is with the volley, scuffs it, comes to the Tank at the edge of the box, takes a touch, hits it, and he was leaning back too much and skied that one. As Glenmuir on the attack, their player plays it forward onto their number 11, I don't know, it's quite hard to see the numbers, but he puts that one by Davy. There's a call for offside, I don't know if it was, hard to see from the camera, but Daly have just demonstrated how easy it is to blow a 2-0 lead as they punt the ball forward. Michael and Andy, I don't know what they were doing, but Davy came out quick and blocked the shot from their player, and I think Tank actually hit his own post. I don't know what he was doing either, but Marchie ended up clearing that one. As the ball comes forward again, Bailey was going to go up for a header until their number 9 pushed him. Bailey then gets a tackle in and then their number 9 pushes him again and Bailey hits him back and the big man kind of embarrasses himself. He can dish it out twice and he can't take it once, and yeah, so he just can't take it, and then he's trying to push everyone and just start something out of nothing really when it should have been a free kick to Daly in the first place. I mean, the two incidents, the big man was going for the ball at any time, so there were 2 free kicks as they got a tackle in on Tank. Sandy then passes it to Hedgie. Hedgie holds on to it, plays it over the Tank. Tank takes a touch, puts it by the keeper, but the ref calls for offside, and Tank said that there was 2 men in the box while he was outside the box as the pass was played. So the ref, you know, they're just amateur refs, you can't do anything about them. Dodgy calls every time pretty much, and that's half time. 2-2. Daly maybe should have went into the break 3-2 up as Andy almost done a Hendy there as his foot got stuck in the ground, but he managed to break his fall off of one of Glenmuir's players as they hit the bar from a free kick. I doubt he was shooting really, I think it was a cross, but Sandy passes it to Tank. Tank plays it first time over to Brandon who loses his man and hits that one by the post, and it was unlucky there, but Hendy now coming on for Wally Mick. And Hendy's first involvement in the game is a failed back heel to Hedgie, but it bounces off him and goes to Sandy. Sandy gives it to Nev. Nev then turns his man and gives it back to Sandy. Sandy plays it first time onto Hendy. Hendy runs onto it, has a shot, but the keeper came out quick and made a good save. Nev now over a free kick as he swings it in, and it goes by everyone into the back of the net and puts Daly 3-2 up. So, I mean, I heard that Nev scored a good free kick 2 weeks ago. I wasn't there, but I'm guessing it wasn't something like that, as that was a fluke. But Glenmuir now in the attack, their player with a shot at the edge of the box, and I think that was actually quite close as Marchie gives the ball away to their fullback, or that's their winger actually. He punts it forward and it should be easy for Bailey, maybe back to Davy, but the ball gets stuck under his feet and then he ends up holding back their striker and he got booked for it, and Glenmuir with a good free kick position swing it in and their player runs onto it and puts it into the back of the net. So that's 3-0 and Daly didn't hold that lead for maybe more than 3 minutes, 4 minutes, so yeah, they should have done better than that. But Hendy now from Davy's goal kick, and he maybe took that one a bit quick, but Andy now on the ball, plays it forward up to Hendy to run onto. he gets there before the keeper, but it gets blocked, and then Hendy gives it to Tank. Tank hits it, gets blocked, comes to Brandon, he takes a touch and hits it, but he should have looked up and found Hedgie at the back post, so they had an open net. But I guess the only thing was on his mind was to shoot, and it was in a decent position. But Tank now running forward, and he should have shot there, or at least he should have picked out a jersey. But he tries to keep it alive, crosses it in, Hedgie headers it, and then he ends up bringing it down, does a few keepy uppies, gives it to Sandy at the edge of the box. He takes a touch by his man, then goes through a tackle, he then holds onto it somehow, comes to Hendy, he takes a touch onto his left, has a shot, but he gets deflected right into the keeper's arms, and that attack is done. While Glenmuir have a corner, gets swung in, and their player bashes it in after it kind of just fell from really well in the box, and in the 6-yard box it shouldn't be falling for him that well in the box. But 4-3 to Glenmuir as Tank goes right into their keeper. Maybe he should have got a yellow card for that. Folk would say he's entitled to go for it, but it was a bit late as Sandy puts the ball forward. Brandon gets there before the keeper catches him, and then Brandon goes down after a few paces, but the ref still gave a penalty, and I mean it was a penalty. Brandon steps up, hits it, saves by the keeper, but Tank follows up with the rebound, and that is 4 each. And what a game this is, 4-all. And Robbie now coming on for Murchie. Murchie was losing a bit of stamina as their keeper now punting it up. Sandy maybe heard a shout or something, but he let it bounce. Their striker on the ball takes it down, and Tank absolutely takes their man out at the edge of the box. Sandy falls over him as their man falls over. Hendy comes in, shoves the guy, and then their big man goes and puts one on Hendy's chin. I mean, I don't know if it was a punch, but it was definitely a push to the face. I mean, I'll show you this again, but their player comes in and just lifts his hands to Hendy, and you saw the ref, the direction he was looking, he saw it, but he just didn't take action as they'd never done this game. I guess he's just a bit too nice, but they mucked up the free kick. It wasn't the best of free kicks as Hedgie now running through, he's got to edge of the box, he turns back onto his right foot, and then he passes it in the middle to Hendy, who turns with it and gives it to Tank. Tank takes a touch and gives it to Sandy. Sandy goes by 2 players but gets tackled by the 3rd. Hendy then goes in for a good tackle. They then clear it up to Michael. Michael headers it down to Tank. Tank plays it to Michael again. Michael then runs onto it, plays it down the wing to Robbie. Robbie takes a touch onto his left foot. He gives it to Sandy. Sandy takes a touch and plays it over the top where Tank is. He has a shot, but he had a lot more time than what he probably thought. And in the dying moments, Glenmuir in the attack, they cross it into the box. Their number 9 takes a touch and turns with it, has a shot, and that goes by Davy and nets, and they go 5-4 up with only a couple minutes left. As last chance saloon for Daly, Michael punts it forward, up to Andy. He tries to, I don't know, take it down or what, but it was a terrible touch, and then they punt it up from a goal kick, and the ref blows for full time, so that is full time, and Daly lose 5-4. Imagine scoring 4 goals at home and still losing. But anyway, that is the end of the episode. If you did like it, please leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.